8th annual, kind of interrupted by the pandemic, PMAST stand-up comedy benefit and fundraiser. So just by applause, how many people are here supporting a friend, family, or relative? And how many people are here to slap a comic in the face? Trust me, you wouldn't want to slap these ones. They'll fight back. Okay, so my name is Derek. I will be your host and MC for the evening. Derek is a pretty good name for a guy from Alberta, huh? Derek? Yeah. It's like being a Barry from Saskatoon, a Bud from BC, or a Dick from Toronto. So before we get into the festivities, where somebody from PMAST is going to come up and do a little talk, so please put your hands together for Elizabeth Bennett. Elizabeth.
You think I know this by now. All right. Oops. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to first thank you for coming this evening to help support these associations. But first, I'd like to start with our territorial acknowledgement. In the spirit of reconciliation, we acknowledge that we live, work, and play on the traditional territories of the Blackfoot Confederacy: Siksika, Kainai, Piikani, and Tsuut'ina, the Nakota Nations, and the Métis Nation Region 3, and all peoples who make their homes here in the Treaty 7 region of Southern Alberta. So typically we leave thanks to the end, and tonight I thought it would be really fitting to give thanks at the beginning. And there are quite a number of them. Now actually I usually write it on a toilet roll because there are so many people. But I had to put it on a small little envelope because that's all I like to write on. So tonight I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Fraternal Order of Eagles, and it's represented by those gentlemen over there who are serving at our bar this evening. So I'd like to make sure to encourage you to go over and help them celebrate, because they are a major funder for keeping the Rehab Association and Society open. So thank you for that, and thank you to all of you to continue to support them. I'd like to also thank the members who are the sponsors and one of the associations here through the Rehab Center who are hosting the snack bar. So please make sure that you fill up your plates with the lovely things that they have to offer for this evening. I'd like to thank Scott for running our 50-50 tonight. I'd like to thank as well for doing ticket sales and for tech. Bob's taking care of all of the tech, the lights, the sound, the whole shooting match, the microphone that we're all speaking of. And really, I'd like to also thank Derek, our resident comedian, who has helped to transform all of these bright, shining stars. And if you listen really closely, you can hear their teeth chattering and their knees knocking, because they're really quite nervous about tonight. But Derek spends a great deal of time helping to support and helping to redirect and, you know what, pull out the creativeness of all of our guests and all of our presenters for this evening. So you will not be disappointed by what's going to happen tonight. Also, in chatting with the folks from the Fraternal Order of Eagles, they are also looking for new volunteers to help support their organization. And what they do is they raise funds to help organizations do what they do. And one of the organizations they help to support is actually this society and this building here. So if you know of folks who are interested in volunteer organizations, they want to get support or they want to do good things for their community, please have an opportunity to chat with the two gentlemen who are running that booth tonight. So thank you for that. A couple of other things. Now, one of the reasons that we're here this evening is because we also do something for our community, and that's called Peer Mediation Skills Training, which is one of the associations that you're helping to support tonight, and then in turn, we're helping to support the Rehab Center. And one of the folks who actually is multi-talented, and she is one of our one of our comics this evening, is Flo Lye, who owns Aero Comedy, who's helping to support PMAST, and she also sits with a very prestigious position with PMAST, and she is our program director. This year I happen to be, I'm moving into the president's position next year, so I'm doing my best to help and support. And one of the things that I'd like you to know and understand about PMAST is that it's been around for a very long time. In fact, it turned into PMAST in 2003. Before, it used to be youth mediation and skills, and then it turned into peer mediation and skills training. One of the things that we do as an organization is we help to support youth in schools. And I'm certain that you have heard all about the tragedies that have occurred over the past few years, and even up to them in the past month. And we also have teens, just so you know this little statistic, suicide is the second cause of death in teenagers. And as a school teacher and a school principal, a former school principal, it breaks my heart to know that that's happening. And so what we're doing as an organization is we help to support youth in schools. We help them with their skills training. We teach them conflict management skills. We help them with bullying to understand the nature of it and to pull it apart so that it doesn't devastate them and their families and friends. And it also helps for us when we go into schools to help show kids that they have a reason to live, that there's lots to do, that they have these skills that they can take out into the world and use them as good leaders in the future. Some of the programs that we've run that certainly, for my own experience, some of those programs have come into my schools, and we've had about 30 or 40 presenters, and the kids have a chance to sign up for some of those activities, and they go and listen to people. So whether they're singing and dancing, whether they're doing role playing, whether they're doing drumming, or whether they're acting out, or whether they're learning about resiliency, they're learning about how to live quality lives and how to be able to take those skills and use them with their families, their friends, and into their future. So I want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you, including all of our comics this evening, for helping to support our organization so that we can help to continue to do really awesome things with our youth. So thank you very much, everyone.
I taught her to be a comic. Do you think she could be funny? No.
Okay. Just a second. I'll fix this for you. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. There we go. That's a good shirt.
Okay, let's hear it again for Elizabeth. All right, so let's get this thing started. Are you guys ready for some fun? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Flo! Yay, Flo!
He's testing us, isn't he? There we go. name is Angelene Flo Lye. I'm also known as Mom, Program Director, and to some, a biatch. I am the owner of Aero Comedy Training Company. People ask, how can an Asian woman own a comedy company? That is so racist. I am Malaysian. So I grew up in Malaysia. By show of applause, how many of you know where Malaysia is? Really? Bullshit. My daughter named me Angelene. It means free babysitter. Yes, I'm a grandmother. By accident. Twice. I'm now a proud grandmother of 4.5 grandchildren. Little 0.5 is 4 years old now. We're still waiting for the results from Springer. As a single mom of 4 kids, I survived every parent's nightmare of having my children act up in public. Now it's my turn. Turnabout is fair play. Payback is a bitch. I only embrace my Asian culture when I'm trying to beat a ticket. Me no speak English. Me no turn, me no English. Even though I speak some Chinese, I don't read it well. I should, and so should you. It's soon going to be the 3rd official language of Canada. You will need to know it to read your money. My people call me a banana. Yellow on the outside, white on the inside. Slippery when wet. Scary when peeled. Just because I look Chinese, people expect me to know how to cook, stay married, and run you over the parking lot. If only Adam and Eve were Asian, we would all be living in paradise. Apples are definitely off the menu. It's all you can eat at Snakes Are Us. I went to school in an English convent in Malaysia. Picked up some bad habits. Shy, humble, horny. The school taught us to believe that we can all grow up and marry a prince. My prince turned into a frog. As a child, I used to pronounce the word penis as pen is, right? As a spell. I'm Asian, remember? So as a Catholic, I always get anxious when I have to go for confession. Whenever the priest says I need to pray for forgiveness, I couldn't tell whether he was really saying penis or penance. Means stick to me. So I pray for both. I also use used to pronounce the word important as impotent. Met lots of impotent men. But I'm dating now. Even though my boyfriend is Caucasian, we have an Asian relationship. I'm sweet, he's sour. But every now and then, he's good for a spring roll. So when my boyfriend, Whitey, is around, my own people treat me like a queen, a royal pain. You know what? When I first arrived in Canada, I found some words and phrases hard to follow. I learned a Dutch oven is not about baking. A booty call is not about shoes. And a pearl necklace has got nothing to do with jewelry. That one was hard to swallow. I rarely had pets while growing up. Every dog's name was Stew. I never got a chance to play fetch. Mom always says, don't play with your food. There's no such thing as a homeless dog. We just call Skip the Dachshunds. Some of my favorite dishes were husky and broccoli, Chihuahua chowder, pitbull fried rice, and my favorite, German shepherd pie a la mode. That just hits the spot. Comfort food. Your Canadian obsession for food is crazy too. Pie in the sky, piece of cake, and even a vegan can get porked. One of your favorite saying is, I don't give a rat's ass. Personally, I serve them on the skewer. Satay sauce on the side, and a bed of coconut rice, and woodpeckers. As many of you know, I found my perfect dream job, working part-time and always broke. I am the program director for PMAST. That is very impotent work. PMAST, that is Peer Mediation and Skills Training, with a capital A. Otherwise, we would be PMS. We do that too, especially at our board meetings. At least we get to practice on each other. We are an inclusive organization. The "and" with a capital A is very important. Where else can I get so much love and so much rejection all at the same time? Makes me feel right at home. I truly believe that PMAST can help people get on the right path. Right now, they can't see their path. They're too busy looking at their iPhones. If the path has some Pokemon characters, I'm sure they'll see those. We are very committed to providing school programs that deals with bullying. It's like in politics. It's called passing the budget. So I bully everyone to come on stage. I can see my time is about up. Time to go feed my dog Stew. So So if you think you can do what this crazy Asian woman just did, there are sign-up sheets at the back. Okay? And so get ready to welcome these 10 amazing virgin comics. Did I say virgin? Yes, virgin. And I will see you on stage at the next show. But tonight, have a great evening. Thank you.
Let's hear it again for Flo. So my full name is Derek Wilken, MD. The MD is honorary. It stands for manic depressive. At least that's what it used to stand for. The new term now is bipolar. There we go, bipolar. Apparently it's not enough just to tell a person they're mentally ill anymore. Now they have to give our condition a name to make us sound like bisexual bears. So I often have a lot of people come up to me and they say, do you remember where you were when you first got diagnosed? Right? It's one of those common questions they have. And I do. I got diagnosed on what I call my bad hair week. So in the space of 1 week, I lost my business because the price of oil went from $40 to $20 a barrel. I lost my wife because the price of oil went from $40 to $20 a barrel. I was run over by her sister in a Volvo, hospitalized and told I was mentally ill. From this, I learned one really important thing, what it's like to be run over by a Volvo. It's bumper, ground, muffler, ground, out. Last thing I saw was a tire with Goodyear on it, and I remember thinking, well, probably not this fucking year. So I've been married twice, divorced twice, and engaged 5 times. I have 4 children with 2 different mothers and 3 random fathers. I don't know why, but I'm attracted to women who are older than me. My whole life I've either married or dated women who are older than me. But I got a real problem now. I'm a senior citizen and my cougars are almost extinct. So, I was born in Saskatchewan. Any Saskatchewan people out there? Woo! There we go. Raised in Alberta. This makes me ignorant and arrogant about it. I wasn't diagnosed with my condition until much later in life, and apparently this is because I was raised in a rural environment. It seems there's not much difference between clinical depression and just being a farmer talking about your crop. So, can't date cougars anymore. Now I have to date raptors. You know what a raptor is? Yes. A raptor is someone over 65, single, and has fossilized eggs. Okay, so is everybody ready for the second half of the show? Okay. It's really tough when you date a raptor because you don't really know what to call it. You can't say that she's your girlfriend. That just sounds weird, right? So we've decided we're saying that we're going steady because we keep each other from falling down. So my millennial friend says, you and your raptor, do you like fool around? And I go, well, of course. What do you think we do? And she says, well, I thought that, you read the newspaper and she knitted. And I said, well, it's close. She does knit, but what she knits is a penis cozy. That way she can get a better grip, But I gotta tell you, young guys, you know, if you want to have some fun, get a girl with arthritis. They can hold on tight. What you guys probably, I don't know if you know how this process works, but they meet me once online, and then they come on Friday night. Saturday they write their jokes, and Monday they go on stage. So John had a difficult time just kind of getting to the concept because, as you can hear, he's a very nice man. And he's not a dickhead like, say, Brian. So it took him a lot longer to get into the swing of things. Okay, now we're at the end of the show, and what we always do is we say we would like to, by round of applause, do you think this class should graduate? Okay, so we have certificates for them. Elizabeth, if you want to come on up here. Elizabeth will be handing it up. Then I'll be calling you to the stage. Stay on the stage so we can get a picture of you later.